I got an interview for obgyn and I'm so fucking happy. We're so bad at coming up with new meal ideas. I'm actually kind of obsessed. You just know this is gonna hit post-workout. I fear I've hacked the system. I think you're just supposed to stick your biscuits in there. I like that. Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a day off in my life. Honestly, 2026 so far for me has just been a lot and I've been left feeling quite burnt out, so I'm very grateful to have today off. I've actually had this whole week off so far and I've just kind of been catching up on life, getting back into a routine. I'm still very much going strong on my 75 hard challenge. So before I head to the gym this morning, I'm actually going to try something out that I've seen on TikTok. I want to try and make that higher protein, healthy Japanese cheesecake thing that I've seen everywhere. So I got some Greek yogurt yesterday. I think people usually use the Lotus biscuits, but I'm gluten-free, so I just got these rich tea biscuits from Waitrose. I really hope this turns out well, because if this is yummy, this is going to be such a game changer, like a healthy little sweet treat. First things first, I'm actually going to add about a scoop or two of vanilla protein into my Greek yogurt, purely to make it like a little bit sweeter. Vanilla cheesecake vibe just sounds so good. I'm just trying to make sure that I've mixed it really well because I don't want it to taste like powdery. Perfect. Now I think you're just supposed to stick your biscuits in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna pop this back in the fridge and leave it for a few hours, and then hopefully this will be the perfect little dessert later tonight. Every day this week my workout has been an incline walk on the treadmill and I fear I've become absolutely obsessed. I started this thing about a year ago where I would read my Kindle on the treadmill. It's such a good distraction, it makes time go so quickly and it's a good way to like habit stack. I was getting my movement in but also getting some pages in, otherwise I'm really bad at actually finishing books. I became absolutely obsessed with that, but now that Love Island is back on, I've started watching it while I'm walking on the treadmill, and honestly every day this week I've been walking for over an hour. I've been so thoroughly entertained and it's to the point now where I'm like, I don't want to weightlift. I want to go on the treadmill, catch up on last night's Love Island and honestly just enjoy my morning. I fear I've hacked the system. We were told that the MSRA results were supposed to come out this week, so I have been viciously refreshing the website literally every 15 minutes for the last 3 days and they just came out and I got an interview for obgyn and I'm so fucking happy because last year I was honestly so unbelievably disheartened. Like I was so sad, I was so bitter because I was 1 point off of getting an interview for obgyn. Therefore I've been technically unemployed for the last year and that wasn't my plan, and I don't do well with things not going to my plan, so I'm over the moon. I'm anxious because now I have to prepare for an interview, but I am over the moon because this was the hard part. Like exams are just hard for me. I find it really difficult in that setting. It doesn't show my potential as a doctor in my opinion, so I get a lot of stress when it comes to written exams, but my parents are gonna be so happy, so I'm gonna call them and then I'm gonna go to the gym. I got an interview for obgyn.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm so happy, I'm so happy. So I'll hopefully have a choice between obgyn and GP and then I have to think about what I want to do.
All right. Well, how long does the GP? Is that just as long?
No, I'll be a consultant in 3 years.
All right, okay. I didn't realise you were...
Well, I applied as a backup, but I was also thinking like, it's 9 to 5, you know, it's a nice work-life balance as a GP, and you are a consultant within 3 years.
Yeah, in a way it is, because obviously, and you've got the potential if you want to do a bit extra, you can.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll see how the interview and stuff goes and then I'll decide. But I mean, obgyn was always the plan, so I feel like that's probably going to be what I go for, but have to make sure I really do well in the interview. couch. And then I think this afternoon I might treat myself and go get my nails done. I feel like I'm on cloud nine right now. I just feel so happy, and I would love to reward myself with a little treat, given that I have literally worked so hard to get this interview. For the last 6 months I've been studying so much, so I'm just gonna have a little bit of avocado on my bagel. I've mixed in some cottage cheese, diced red onion and some cherry tomatoes, and I'm gonna pop some hot honey halloumi on top. You just know this is gonna hit post-workout. This looks so good. I'm actually kind of obsessed. I've never had French tips before, so this is kind of different for me, and I wanted them matching my toes, so I got French tips with the same colour as my toes, and I just think they look so good. It's already 5 p.m. I feel like today's absolutely flown by, so I'm just going to start prepping dinner. I'm going to make enchiladas tonight, which is something I've actually never made before, but Harry suggested it and it sounded pretty good, so I'm going to give it a go. It's become a little routine for us where every week we discuss what we want for dinners, but I think it's a conversation we both dread at this point because we're so bad at coming up with new meal ideas. I'm not necessarily a picky eater by any means, but I am very kind of mood based. If I don't feel like eating it, I don't want to eat it. So I find it really difficult to come up with ideas of things to make, and somehow he suggested enchiladas and I was like, that sounds really good. There was no argument there, and that is new. That doesn't usually happen. It takes us a while to come up with ideas of things to make, so I'm gonna give it a go. I did find this little enchilada pack in Waitrose, which I'm gonna use because I feel a little bit lazy and I don't really want to make the enchilada sauce myself, even though I feel like it's probably really easy. So I'm just gonna make like a little black bean slash refried bean mixture for the inside, and I feel like it's gonna be fairly simple and easy. Yeah, I thought I'll just quickly check before I go to the gym, and the thing had been updated from long listing to interview, and then I messaged you.
So that was good. So I think every... I also have to told you, I thought I'd do interview.
I wouldn't have minded.
I could have gone for one and then come back.
Right, I want you to try something with me. Have you seen the trend online of the Japanese cheesecake? It's Greek yogurt with biscuits, basically. It's supposed to be all mushy in there. Cheers. That's quite nice. Do you not like it?
It's okay. I expected a crunch. The biscuits aren't crunchy.
No, they're supposed to be soggy like a cheesecake. They're not crunchy in a cheesecake.
There's a bit of crunch. Not crunch, but a bit more solid. It's alright.
That's quite nice. I like that. I'd give that an 8 out of 10.
8?
Yeah? What would you give it?
I'd give it a 5.
A 5? I like that. Stop timer. Oh, it smells good. This actually looks so good.